All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on the Netflix original series, their first zombie apocalypse American series, Black Summer, being renewed for a season 2. Alright, and I'll put the link in the description so you guys can go ahead and check this one out from Deadline.com, where they go through the details about Black Summer being renewed for a second season. So if you guys are not familiar with what this series is, or you don't remember if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, we did some reviews for this one back in, I want to say it was springtime this year, 2019, and it sounds like it's been reordered for a second season, or it's been continued and picked up by Netflix for a second year. So this is sort of like Netflix's first American zombie apocalypse series. So like a kind of standard zombie apocalypse series, not like Daybreak where it's kind of more comedy and that kind of thing, but like kind of a more serious type of zombie apocalypse series, similar to something like Walking Dead or Fear, or it's done by the team that originally did Z Nation. So it's produced by Z Nation's co-creator, executive producer Karl Schaefer, and the Syfy zombie apocalypse dramas co-creator, producer John Hyams. So it's basically made by the same team that created the Z Nation series, which was a good series that ran for was it 5 years, 5 seasons, and then it actually got canceled after that from Syfy. And instead of them doing like a 6th season or something, because it was kind of the comedy, it was zombie apocalypse, but it had a lot of comedy mixed into it as well too. It sounds like Netflix wanted to do kind of a more serious take on the zombie apocalypse, which they kind of did with Black Summer. If you guys watch my reviews in the springtime last year, what was it? Like, was it May or April? Anyway, one of those months in the springtime. 2019, we reviewed a good number of the episodes, or at least like, the beginning and kind of the finale for the first season. And it looks like the season is getting about reviews of approximately, according to IMDb and that, like 6.3 out of 10, which I think, and the first season had 8 episodes, ending with the stadium, which is kind of funny. It just makes me think of Fear, right? With ending with the stadium like that. But it's it's an okay series. I just thought it was okay. Most of you guys from your comments, you kind of said something similar, like it's okay. There was some episodes, especially I think the premiere episode was really good. It was really intense, and it felt very realistic to what a zombie apocalypse would actually be like in real life, I suppose. And some of it's very fast paced. There's kind of a cool car chase episode type of thing, but it's one you can watch. It's probably still on Netflix right now if you want to watch the first season, because it's their series, so I think that means you can just watch it like whenever, basically, right? You can even watch it right now if you want to, I guess. For the first season, but it getting a second season. So I'm okay with this one. The first season, I think around 6 or like maybe 7 might be a little bit high for kind of what the first season was. It's an okay series, I think. Like it's all right. It's not anything crazy or really great. It's not another Walking Dead, I don't think. It's not at that level. It's got some fun factor. I think the finale episode was kind of crazy. They did like this. They do some creative experimental stuff in Black Summer, and some of it works sometimes, like the car episode, I think, and the beginning with the planes and stuff like that coming overhead and people freaking out and stuff, which definitely would happen. So it felt very realistic at times, and people carjacking other people and stuff like that. So it was kind of cool in terms of the environment, and getting to see what that would be like. Also considering that the Walking Dead series had started back in, what was it, 2009, 2010 type of time frame. So when this one's starting with Black Summer is kind of more modern, so it like a more 2019 type of start time, and the world has changed a lot in the last decade, that's for sure. So, it's pretty good. It's okay. You can watch my reviews if you haven't seen them for Black Summer. They're in the channel right now, and you can check out the series on Netflix. So it looks like the second season is going to get an 8 episode order. So it's not that many episodes, and again, they're Netflix episodes. So some of them out of the 8 are kind of like, I don't know if I want to say skippable, but with it being a streaming series, the ability to skip some becomes way more prevalent than if it was a TV series where you had to actually wait a week until you got to watch it. Because it's on Netflix, if you don't like a certain episode, you can just go right to the next episode with a couple clicks, and within 10 seconds, you're at the next episode. So you can kind of watch like the premiere, maybe you skip a few in the middle that maybe are not that great, maybe you catch the end or whatever, see where it kind of ends off at the stadium or whatever for the first season. So, I don't know if I'd say it's great news. It's okay news, I guess, for Zombie Apocalypse fans, because the series is, I thought, just okay. Can I say, I might even prefer Z Nation to it, because Z Nation had that really comedy type of vibe, and even though the series tries to be serious, it feels like sometimes they do stuff that like in the finale with kind of it looked like a video game, like they're running through and firing off guns everywhere, and it's super fast paced, and it's like first person stuff like this, like right with them and stuff, and shaky cam and all this kind of stuff. It's kind of crazy, so it might appeal more to the video game type of audience, people that really love those type of video games and stuff. I'm sure they would love it, but for the rest of us, we just kind of felt like it was just kind of maybe a bit chaotic and a bit too experimental for something if you want it to be taken kind of more seriously. But it's certainly something that I think tries to get your attention as a series. Whether or not it does, I mean, I don't know. You guys can leave comments about that and how you felt about the first season. So the second season, maybe I'll check out the premiere episode when it releases on Netflix next year. It's all right. It looks like Jaime King's going to return. I think she's kind of like the lead for the series. But I felt like after watching the first season through, I didn't feel like there was that many characters that really impacted me from it. And that is, I do think that's a problem, because one of the best things the Walking Dead universe has done is they've created amazing characters that the audience would even question, like, am I even going to watch the show? If Rick leaves, am I going to watch the show, right? That kind of thing. The problem with this one, I know it's only been a season so far. It's only been 8 episodes, so it takes time to build those emotions for the characters and those attachments from the audience. But the first season, none of the characters, even Jaime King's character, maybe a little bit, but not that much, like maybe just a little, none of them really kind of, stood out to me that much. A lot of it just felt like, okay, zombie apocalypse stuff, whatever, cool. But again, I don't know what kind of budget they're working with, and we'll have to see if the second season can do a little bit more as far as that goes. So I don't know. It sounds okay. Another 8 episodes, and it'll probably premiere around the same time as the first season, which is probably springtime, but we'll have to see. So let me know what you guys think about this one. Black Summer being renewed for a second season. I guess it's good news if you like the first season. And I'd just like to see your guys' comments. Would you like to kind of do more videos on it when it comes back? Would you like me to do a review on the first episode, the premiere for season 2? How did you feel about the series, and is it something that you're kind of anticipating, or is it more like you have a Netflix subscription anyway, so when it hits, you'll check it out, you'll watch it, but you're kind of in the middle to where you're saying like, it'll probably be okay, and it's something to watch, I guess, in the springtime or whatever when it does release. That'll be it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think. I'd love to see your feedback. That's kind of where I'm at on it. I'm kind of like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool, but we'll see it, and I hope the second season, for me anyway, gets some character attachment from me more than the first season did, because for me, a lot of the characters felt kind of bland, even to the point, in some points, Jaime King's character, even as well as Rose. Thumb out the video, share, favorite it, and subscribe to the bottom left if you're new. That's it for this one. See you guys again soon for another. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.